we announcing tonight, eh? So for those of you that don't know, Canon made a big announcement this morning that they are going to have some sort of announcement today in about 12 hours time. We're currently down to about 1.5 hours to go. And I'm hoping it's going to really showcase the R5 and the R6 specs and confirm all the rumors, and also let us know what sort of price it is. Now, that's about it. I've already had a couple Jack Daniels, so cheers guys, cheers. I've never really done a review or a reaction video like this before, so hopefully there's some good news. Hopefully it's interesting and it doesn't bore you too much. If not, just skip on by, doesn't matter. Oh, can't forget the Doritos. This video is not sponsored. I've always wondered with the ambassador program, do the ambassadors actually give them real feedback, or do they just sit on the sidelines? It'd be interesting to know. I'm sure they do. I just had a quick look at the Canon website, and in Australian dollars, the Canon website is $7,099 for the R5, so that's a little bit higher than I expected. You know, just with the way things are in the market, that's a lot of money to spend on a camera when there's potentially a lot of work that's not going ahead at the moment because of COVID-19. Incredible specs, it's looking pretty good from all the videos that I've seen with the IAF and especially the in-body stabilization, which I could see quite a lot of uses for, especially with my event, corporate and wedding photography. Yeah, I certainly would love to get a hold of one and to test one out, so we'll see what else they've got to say. So I thought I'd jump in here. So these new lenses, they look pretty cool. I can't really see how I would use them other than using really high ISO ratings. So, you know, f11 lenses, 7.1 at the 500mm scale of things. I don't know. I'm just thinking for my surf photography and things like that, I'm probably going to have to be using ISO 2000, 3000, 4000 with a shutter speed of, 1250th to 2000th of a second. You'd really want to make sure that sensor is crystal clear. So, I don't know, I'm a little bit skeptical about those lenses. I certainly would like to test them out, see how they go, especially in daylight around the surf, from the beach, taking shots of the surf. The good thing though is they do look nice and small and compact. You look at the 400 and 600mm L series lenses now and they're quite large. So that's certainly appealing. It's just that aperture of f11. But, see how we go. Alright, so we're in the Canon Australia website and I just want to show you some of the prices and some of the specs that look quite interesting. Overall, both specs look really, really good. I don't think there's much there that I could complain about. It pretty much looks like everything that I want to buy and use apart from the prices. But I guess that's kind of expected when it's something that's probably one of the market leaders at the moment. So Canon EOS R5, $7,099 is the pre-purchase price on the Canon website. I have heard that their prices are more around $6,899 from other camera stores already. That's already in their system. And, you know, 8K recording, 45 megapixels, dual card slots, one CF Express, one SD card slot. They've got the joystick controller on the back there. They've got some new file formats, bigger screen, complete AF, autofocus size as well there, so you can pretty much go anywhere on the screen to focus. What else? Plus image IBIS, image in-body stabilization, and also optical stabilization. So I think that's really going to be a real benefit to me, especially in some of those low light situations that I do at corporate events and weddings. That's pretty much the EOS R5. There's more details there, but one thing I wanted to show you was just the difference between the R5 and the R6 based on the photos that they've got online. Because I was talking to a friend of mine, and at the moment we both use two 5D Mark IVs. Now we use two of them because we like to make sure that our hands and our memory and recollection of where the buttons are is seamless. There's no confusion when we pick up two different cameras. So it looks like the back of the cameras are identical. The only difference may be in size. You know, the screens look like they are a little bit different, but the positions of the buttons are the same on the back of the camera by the looks of it. The R6 though, the top of the camera is the only thing that looks like it's a little bit different. And pretty much it's got a dial instead of a... The R5 has that digital display. So that looks like there's a little bit of difference, but overall I think it could work well with the R6 and the R5, so you kind of get the best of both worlds. That looks quite interesting to me. Difference with the dial on top. Most other buttons look to be the same, so that's pretty good for usability and interchanging two different cameras, so I don't mind that at all. It'd be interesting to see how the top LCD screen goes. It looks very similar to the R5, so that should be interesting to see from a workflow perspective. Now the R6, $4,749 for pre-order through Canon. It's got pretty much half the megapixels, 20.1 megapixels, which I think is the same as the 1DX Mark III. You know, low light performer by the looks of this. It's not something that I'd use for my landscape photos, but maybe for my event photography and low light videography as well. So I am thinking about having two different cameras here so I can actually alternate between the two, but it really comes down to the functions and the control. I don't like having two different cameras. I really want to make sure my hands are using that muscle memory to know what to do. That's just me, that's how I like to use things. I'll just click on the specs. 4K 60p, I mean, it doesn't have that 120 frames per second, which is what I really want. I'm thinking my first camera will be the EOS R5, and then eventually I'll get the R6 as well. But I think I might wait 6 months or so. We'll see what happens. Look, I hope you enjoyed this little reaction video. I was a bit disappointed that they didn't actually release some pricing in the video, and I had to go find it on the Canon Australia website. It was probably on the Canon US website as well, but I just went straight through to the Canon Australia website. Certainly would love to get a hold of one. Would love to see some reviews, so you know, it'd be great to get a hold of one myself, take it through the water and take it through some paces and to see how it goes. Really like the high frames per second there, especially for my surf photography. The more frames per second you have, the more chances you get that beautiful split-second shot where everything is lined up perfectly. So, I don't know if this is another episode of Imagine, Capture, Inspire, but I may call it episode 10 anyway. I don't know if I'm going to get time to record a video this weekend. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I haven't bored you too much. And if you've got an EOS R5 or you're going to get one, let me know. Comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and what you think about the pricing. Like, comment, subscribe. Hopefully this was another episode that you want to watch. Let me know if you want me to do some more of these on some future announcements. Catch you later.